Look at that. Just a great flyer. You just can't, you can't argue with success there. So hey, this is Dad Random, and I want to do some intelligent flight modes for the Holystone SPYDI. I believe they also call it the 306S. So this is the 306S. I've got a second battery, so I can hopefully get through all my flight mode. Hopefully I can get through all my flight modes without any trouble. So for Dad Random and the H306 or the SPYDI, it comes basically with a single battery. I noticed that when you get into the app, it actually gives you an incentive to get a free battery. So I thought that was kind of cool. I'm gonna be hustling a little bit today because the sun's coming up and it's hot. So we're gonna get through these. We're gonna find out what works really good and what doesn't work so good. But got 70% there. Let's go ahead and start up the drone. And the Holystone has a new controller for their toy drones, and they also have an app called the HS Fly app. And I'm going to go ahead and record my screen here. I did put a card in it. I put a 128 gigabit card in. It should record at 4K, 20 frames a second. So that's kind of how it goes with this. I will be struggling a little bit with these two buttons here because they're opposite of what I'm used to. Let's see if I can connect up again. Controls. There we go. Normal mode. There we go. I had the gimbal pointed down. It's really got a great image, so the image is really good out of the controller. What's one thing that with this drone they're really getting right. So I'm gonna do a calibration. I believe you're up into the front, and I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna go this way, and then I'm gonna raise it up and I'm gonna go this way, and then the blinking light should go solid. I think we're solid. Yep, it stopped. All right. It's still blinking at me. It's not, let's see, searching for signal. Let's go ahead. I want to adjust get it out of beginner mode. It does on the advanced mode, it does give you almost a 10,000 foot, and it says remove distance limit, and then you should go down here and hit save. And there is all kinds of tracking statistics on here. It does keep a log file of everything that you do. All right, that says it's saved. Show the route. Let's see, we got it on inches, we got it on 4K. You can set the SD card resolution. I'm going to install the card here. I did put a card in, and it should get rid of that red warning. Hopefully that'll take care of any issues that I might have had. Yep, there it is. The card just showed up. So whatever I had on there is now gone. All right, status formatted successfully. All right, so I'm gonna launch right from here, and you'll know right away if everything goes good. I'm wearing my audio today because I've been having problems with when I get out outside of the range of the DJI mic. So I might sound a little bit different. This is my Sony sound system, so it should be good. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick launch. We've got let's put it in photographic mode. All right, it should be, or excuse me, in a video mode, which is now, it's now working. And then I just did, I just pull my sticks in and down, and then there's the launch. And you can see right there really good. Hopefully we got the drone in view. I'm gonna bring this camera up, and hopefully we keep a good solid, there we go. All right, so there she is, and I think, so what mode are we in? Cinema mode, I hope. Let's do a quick turnaround there. And we're gonna go out and just start things. We're just gonna start out. Let's go out with a droney. So I'm gonna go into intelligent modes, hit the droney, hit slide to start, and there it goes. It goes into a droney and it just goes out and does its thing. Can I adjust it? Yes, I can adjust the camera in a droney. I'm just gonna leave it go. And then, so that was the droney. So check one box for the droney. Now I'm gonna come, see, I'm gonna keep it pointed at me. And the next one I wanna do is a rocket shot. So I'm gonna come up to me and I'm gonna point the camera down and do a rocket. I think that's, say after start, the aircraft will rise about 49 feet. Pay attention to obstacles. There's me right there. And then I'm going to hit that. And then it's doing the rocket. So there's the rocket shot. 4K. And there it is. And it auto records all this stuff. So it's like a, you know, like pretty easy. So that's nice. You always get your shot. So I'm gonna go back there, I'm gonna come back down. And I don't think I can do a helix here. So I'm gonna get it out there. And we're gonna bring it over here. And drop the camera, let's see. Bring the camera back up. There it is. Okay, helix. That's this button there. It says after the start, the aircraft will automatically spiral up to a maximum radius of about 49 feet. So let's see where we go here. We should be clear. So a helix should be a gradual spin with, looks like we should be clear. And it should be rising as, and showing the area while it does it. So we'll check that box off. This does not have any kind of stabilization. Oh, there we go. We can see the roof of the school. And yes, you can move the camera as that happens. So. And actually, I think it's coming back to the original position that I started in. All right, so I'm gonna bring it down. And I think I wanna do a radius now. Let me go out here and try a radius. And I'm gonna pull back a little bit. There's me right there. So it's gonna do a radius shot, so I'm going to hit that. And this is one that it says, yeah, set my radius. So I'm going to set it at 60 feet. I don't know. We're gonna find out. And then I hit go. I might not be high enough. You have to have a certain altitude for it to work. Yeah, I think you have to be at least 30 feet high. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to my radius button. That's at 59 feet. Yeah, I see. I'm on. It's just not, I don't know why it's not working. All right, well, I know it does follow me. So right there it's in follow mode, so I can go, and it's following the controller. This is probably the best way it follows. It does a really good job at following the controller. I'd say I would do a controller follow before I would do an object follow. So you can see that works great. And let's go ahead and turn that off. It goes back. Let's go. Let's get it over here. Let's get it down. I want to get it close to me a little bit. Bring it in. Let's check my modes here. There's my speech. So sport mode, camera mode. Let's make sure it's in camera mode. That we're facing the sun. That's not very fair, is it? Let's go. There we go. It is flying really good. I mean, you have to admit that this thing, and everybody that looks at reviews, this one, I mean, I've done so. There's my zoom. I've done a lot of reviews, and here's my radius. It's not. I don't know why the radius is not working. There's obviously something that I'm not doing, and it just doesn't. We can try some. Let's do some point to point. Some points. There's one, and oops, over 30 meters. There's 2, 3, 4. Let's see what that does. It go. There it goes that way. That corner, and then it goes to the next point. Yep, it's turning. And it's going to another point. There it goes to another point. Now it's going to go to point 3. Which it did. And then, is it going to go home? Invalid coordinates. So anyway, it does work really well. Let me just take off, let's see. My home point is, I guess is correct. I don't know, there's 2. Anyway, here, I'm gonna go out of that. Let's try to track a little bit again. I had some tracking fun, so I'm going to go right down there, and let's go to there. Let's hit the tracking button. It says slide right, select me, which I did, and it for some reason it doesn't want to. It's looking like for something, and I guess you can select the area. I don't think it's quite there yet. All right, let's do a panorama, I guess. Here we go. I'm going to do a panoramic picture. So this is what they call a panorama. I guess you could probably have it, probably have the wheel level when it's doing it. So this basically just makes a full resolution, and then it creates an image. Let's see what let's see. Yep, there it is right there. There's a panorama. All right, there we go. We're successful at a couple of things. Let's get out of there. By the way, did you see that? That was you see that says get free battery? That's where I was telling you about. So let's go back to photograph, and let's go to, let's see, It's full screen display. We've already done a time lapse, so let's do a time lapse with what's left on this battery. Time lapse, and hit confirm, and then hit go. And it should be doing a time lapse now of me walking around. Time lapse, old guy in a drone walking around a park. And it's beeping a lot. That must mean that we're getting low on battery. Yeah, it is. All right, we're gonna go home and we're gonna hit stop. And we're gonna fly back. And it's saying, hey, I don't know if I would recommend the hand catch, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Just keep your hand wide open. Let the prop stop. There we go. Been flying these for a long time. I'm gonna try to launch from my hand. Take off. There we go. I guess you can do that. Pretty nimble, pretty easy to handle, very easy. It doesn't want to crash. It does a great job holding its altitude. But as far as the camera features, I think the basic ones work really good. I mean, right there, I mean, just a nice level shot, level shot. If I go this way, let me get, let's get in the shade here. See if I can get this camera in the shade. Right there, right there. Yeah. So, she looks great. Like I said, looks very, very, very good. Like I said, this thing, as far as flying is concerned, that they got that right. I mean, there's nothing you could say about the ability of this thing to just really put out speed, and this isn't even in the fastest mode. Get the camera up all the way. Let's get in a sport mode and take her out maybe until she somebody was asking me about distance, and this thing will go a fair distance. I mean, it says 10,000 feet. I would not take it out 10,000 feet. And I've taken it out to 2,000 feet, which is what I'm kind of mimicking right now. Basically out this way here. I've got a real clear picture. I've got whatever battery I have left, and it says it should return to home if it gets to the point where the battery, there it is right there, where the battery and the drone need to return to home, and that's what it's doing. So it's coming up, it's going up to 150 feet. It's 170 feet, and it's returning. So that's it, and that's a battery return to home that's happening there. So, and that's fine with me. So like I said, control and distance, this thing is just top notch. I would say that those other features that you really don't use much are are mostly window dressing. Now I'm taking it down. I'm dropping altitude as I'm returning to home, which is really nice. I like that, where you can control your, you know, your descent. And yeah, I took it out, what, easy right there, right? I put it in sport mode, took it out to about 1700. So yeah, this thing's leaps and bounds forward. It's a huge, huge leap forward in toy drones. The control system is finally reaching what I consider to be par. And we'll go ahead and we will stop the return to home here. And she's back. Look at that. Just a great flyer. You just can't, you can't argue with success there. So, alrighty, for Dad Random, I did my best on the flight features. It does. We had no problem doing point to point. You know, it did a mission. It flies really good distance. It does a great job at doing what I call simple tasks like dronies and helixes. I don't know why I can't get the radius to work. It's got to be me. I got bugs embedded into it. And so that's where we kind of stand with this. Would I buy this? Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, I got a lot of dead bugs on there. Got dead bugs across the camera. Gonna have to clean that off. That's not good. But yeah, so for Dad Random and the Holystone SPYDI, this is the SPYDI, or the they call HS306S, and yeah, it does have. You will end up with 2 batteries if you follow the links. I probably have to register or something like that. Probably have to sign up for their whatever. And I do have a class 3 card in here. So if you're wondering what card I was using, that's the card right there. No sensors on the bottom, so don't expect it to rise up, but it does have really decent altitude hold. Like I said, I apologize that I can't make all the features work, but the features that matter do work. It flies well, it handles really well, it's dependable, and now, you know, some people want me to do a range test with this. I don't know, maybe you might see a range test. We'll see where I go. I don't really think it justifies the means. You know, the end doesn't justify the means on that. But thank you. I appreciate getting the second battery. They sent out a second battery to me from my first video. I think this is going to generate some interest. It's $159 right now, which is on sale, which is definitely worth it. This is definitely worth 150 bucks. If you want a really good drone for just learning, this is a perfect drone for it. Like I said, it boasts the best controller right now in the mini drone market. This is the best controller I have ever held. Okay, I keep saying that every time I fly this. It's basically an N1. It's a N1. It's just a fakey N1. So. And it has the OTG cable in it, and great connectivity, great video. I mean, you notice the video is excellent with this. I mean, I was out there 1,700 feet, you didn't even get a hiccup, you know. So, all right, for Dad Random, would I recommend this? Absolutely. This is definitely on my list of recommendations. You have to recommend something. You know, everything can't be perfect, and you know, this one does have its flaws, but it is really fun, and that's where I want to leave the review. Is it's fun, it's dependable, it goes where the controller tells it to go, and it comes back without any problem. If you fly this into a tree, it's user error, and that's all I got to say for that. But amazing, just amazing that Holystone they're the one company that is constantly improving their product. They are going to put a stabilized gimbal in there, or EIS in one of these, and that one is going to be it's going to be fantastic for the drone market. This one doesn't have EIS, but we have a really nice day today. So, all right, Dad Random, later. Have a good one. Appreciate your watching. Please subscribe. Check these out. They're really good. Amazon, check the link in the description. Definitely worth it, and they're fun. Yes, I would buy this for a young person at the price point they've got it at right now. No problem, without a doubt. Later. Bye.